Hey everyone, welcome to Java Tech Solutions. If you are gearing up for a Java interview or just starting your journey into the world of programming, you are in the right place. Today we are going into some fundamental Java interview questions and answers that are perfect for beginners. These questions will not only help you to understand the key concept but also prepare you for an interview. As you know, Java is a powerful object-oriented programming language that is widely used in the tech industry. So let's get started with the questions and answer. So first one, the interviewer may ask that what is Java? So in the same time you can say that like Java is a high level object oriented programming language. It's a like platform independent means we can write code once and run in anywhere. So that you can say that what is Java about. Next, interviewer may ask that main features of Java. So Java actually having lot of features, but it's having some important features of it. One is the Java is a object oriented. Everything in Java is an object. Second one is the platform independent. This is actually main core functionalities of the Java. Why it is platform independent? Because Java code is compiled into the bytecode and that can be run on any JVM. JVM means Java Virtual Machine. So that's why it's a platform independent. Java is simple and secure. Means Java eliminates many error-prone features of C and C++. And Java also support this multi-threaded. Means it's a concurrent execution of two or more threads. What it will do? It will actually improve the performance of the system. The next questions we can come now. So the next is the OOPS concept and the principle. That is also very important questions for the beginners. What is the OOPS concepts and the principle of Java? Then we can say that object oriented programming means OOPS actually it's a programming paradigm based on the concept of objects which can contain data and code to manipulate that data. So the main principles of this, first one is the encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. I can say there are multiple features, but these are the main features that we can say. So if we need some details about it, like some points, then we can say that encapsulation means it's actually wrapping the data and the method in a single unit. Means while we are creating any class, then over there we are defining some kind of like data, right? And also we are generating those methods. Those variables only accessed by this particular method means we are binding those things in a single unit. So that is the encapsulation. Now if we will talk about the inheritance, that is also important features of Java. Means inheritance is a mechanism where like one class can get the properties from the another class. How they will actually achieve? So they will actually inherit the properties from some other classes. So that is a inheritance. In Java actually there are different types of inheritance, but I'm not going into the detail about it. Maybe I can take some another session about this inheritance. Now if we will talk about the polymorphism, then polymorphism actually it's a ability to process objects differently based on their data types or class. Abstraction actually hiding the complex details. It's actually not showing that thing. It's showing only the essential which is needed by this particular programmer. So this is the things about the abstraction. Now let's move to the next questions. The next one is that sometimes interviewer may ask that what is JDK, JRE and the JVM, because these are the internally used to run the Java program, right? So that they may ask about this one. So then obviously we can give some answers about this one. So JDK means it's a Java Development Kit. This JDK actually used to develop Java applications. It's include JRE and the development tools. JRE means it's a Java runtime environment. It provides different types of libraries, JVM and the other components to execute the Java application. Means once we are writing some Java classes, so we are running some run those classes, right? So for running those Java classes, this JRE actually needed. JVM means, as I said earlier, it's a Java virtual machine. It's an abstract machine that enables your computer to run Java programs by converting bytecode into the machine language. Okay, so now let's move to the next one. So now we will talk about the class and object. So what is class and what is object? So let's understand this class and object with some example. So here if you see the class, it's actually a blueprint for creating an object. It defines a data type for binding data and the methods. If you see, there is one car is the class we have created. Here we are defining two fields, string color and the int speed, and also one method, void display. This is the return type, the void, and this is the method name. And here we are just printing those values like color and the speed. So now this is the class example of the class, and the object is a instance of a class. Means if you see here car then dash card1 equals to new car. So card1 is the instance of the car class. Using the object of this particular instance, or you can say it's the object. So using this instance or object, we can set the value of this particular class. As you can see, card1.color equals to the red and card1.speed equals to 100. Now using that object, we need to call that particular method like display, card1.display. After calling that method, it will print those values into the console. So this is the class and the object. Next question is the what is constructor. So this is also a very important, that what is constructor. So then we can say constructor actually are special methods. It's used to initialize objects. They have the same name the class as the class actually have, and also constructor doesn't return any values. So if you see there is a constructor, this one is the constructor. If you see that this is the same name that the class actually having, and also it's not return any values. So this is actually constructor. Now we will talk about the inheritance. So what is inheritance? Inheritance is actually a class which will basically inherit the properties from some another classes, means super classes. So in the example, if you see there is one class that is vehicle and it's having two values, two fields, one fields actually, and another one is the method like string brand and then the home. Okay, and then there is another class called the car which actually extend this vehicle, and then we are actually this creating this display method, and we are printing the details over here. Means if you see in the car class we don't have the brand field actually, but still we are printing over here. Means we are extending that field from the vehicle classes. So this is the thing about the inheritance. Inheritance is actually inherit the properties from the super classes. Now we will talk about what is polymorphism. So polymorphism also are important features of this Java. Polymorphism actually enables methods to perform different tasks based on the object. It is like it's actually achieving through the overloading and the overriding. Like if you see over here, there is one class animal, and it's actually having one method that is a sound. The dog class actually extends this animal and override the sound method. This is actually polymorphism, right? So here if you see that system of means the log actually different for the dog. In the main class we have created one object which is animal equals to new dog, and then the sound will print the dog barks, means actually it's override with this one. So this overriding and the overloading is can be achieved, that is called the polymorphism. Next one, what is interface? So interface also a important features of this Java actually. So this interface actually used to, it contains the constraint, method signature, default method, static method, and the nested types. So if you see, we have created one interface that is animal, and here we are defining two methods. One is the eat, another one is the sleep. Once we are implementing this interface, then we need to we need to implement those methods, because those are abstract method, abstract kind of method. So we need to implement, we need to provide some kind of the implementation of those methods. Like here we have provided. And the final questions is the what is exception handling. This is the most important feature of the Java, because without handling the exception it will break the program flow. So let's understand about it. So exception handling in Java actually it's a mechanism to handle runtime errors. It's actually ensuring that the normal flow of the application not break. So here for this exception we can use different types of keywords like try, catch, finally, throw and the throws. Using the try, catch and the finally we can handle the exception, and throw is used to throw the exception, and throws also is for the message signature we can throw something. Okay. So here if you see that int data equals to 100 divided by 0, so it will throw the arithmetic exception, so that we are handling over here. And the finally block always executed even is there any exception occur or not. Without anything the finally block will be executed. So that's all actually about this one. We have covered some of the fundamentals core Java interview questions and answer that every beginner should be familiar with, right? In next session, I will come up with some another set of questions and answers that might help in your interview. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and ring the bell icons to stay updated with our latest tutorial and tips. Feel free to leave any questions or topic you would like to ask to cover in the next session. Thanks for watching and best of luck with your Java programming journey.